When I wake up in the morning, I'm still asleep. I really no toast. I want no. Oh, why am I screwing it up so
I don't know. You listen. Before you even watched this video, you railed it off.
Okay. When I wake up in the morning, I'm still asleep. I really don't want no toast. I want no tea.
OJ.
I want
No tea and no cereal.
I want no OJ, no tea, and no cereal. Give me a yuppie. Drink I wanted most. Oh, give me yup. Me mama smooth. Yup. Me mama give me yup. Me mama when the morning comes. Give me yup. Me mama yup. Me mama yup for when the morning comes. I don't know. Why did I screw that up? I was singing that all night and then lights, music, action.
Forget the lyrics.
When I don't know.
How does it even go? What is it even? I can't believe, so just quick, fill in. I brought Yop home, and she started singing the song, and I was like, that sounds familiar. And, yeah, it's the Yop song. And we watched the video, and I remember loving that video because it's just, teenagers sleeping, and then their mouths moving, and so cute, and... Yeah.
Against the mirror.
So dope. Yes. Okay. So, Megan, what is on the agenda today? Oh, it's episode 60.
Yeah.
That's 60.
Only 8 more episodes until we get to 69.
Ooh.
Giggity, giggity.
We should make that episode about...
I want to talk about sex,
baby. Talk about you and me. Yeah, we're killing it.
And we can talk about how impractical 69ing is.
Yeah, who even...
We'll save that for episode.
Yeah, for episode 69. 69. Oh, yeah.
Right.
What's up?
My elbows don't let me, bend properly.
We're making 69 gang signs, y'all. Making them. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
So, recently, it was brought to my attention that say what you said. I liked the way you said it. I can't remember
it
what
was brought to your attention that you are still the center of attention for certain people that have you blocked and...
Yeah. Apparently, I am a hot topic. Apparently, I'm someone that people like to creep and then gossip about collectively. Which is, thank you. Oh my god, thank you. That's so nice of you. Thanks for giving all your energy to me. But maybe that's why I'm so, killing it all the time, because all these people are just giving me the energy, and I'm just go, 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 go. Maybe. Mm-hmm. And so, anyways, it's this chick that I've had a problem with in the past. She works at this bake shop, or she did work at this bake shop, and then upon discovering that, so I was looking up who these people were, and the one person I knew who she was, and the other person I couldn't find because we were blocked. We were blocked.
Yeah. I always just find it I'm just gonna say when you get blocked, I'm meh.
I deserved it, yeah.
But I really apart from voicing my opinion on here though, I really don't have any even on here though, I personally don't really have drama.
No, I know.
I just kind of get pulled into it in your drama all the time, and I'm just whatever. It's really no sweat off my back, but I literally just cannot. I just would never go out. I will unfollow people if I'm not aligning with them, but I just unfollow them because I just don't want to see their stuff anymore. That's what people should do.
Yeah.
If it's not resonating with you, if it's not aligning with your personal beliefs and views, just unfollow them. But when people block me, I'm people do that? I don't even know you. I don't know you. I've never met you.
I've never
no idea who you are, and then you just block me. It's all right. whatever.
I've never met this person in my life either. And then...
I'm glad I unknowingly affected your life that way.
Right? Like,
what?
Sorry. Like, I don't even... Like, how do you... Like, I don't understand the concept of blocking someone you've never had a conversation with and never met. Like, I don't know. And, yeah, if you're gonna block me, like, whatever, but why block her? Like...
Oh.
You know,
that's all good.
But
all
again,
good,
it's people create their own echo chambers and they just want to hide.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because so then I found out this was like, do we want to say the name of the place? Like,
well, I mean, it's probably not hard. Like, it's not hard to figure out because the one bake shop was just bought out by somebody recently. Yeah. So they're like new.
Yeah.
And there's
she's
only
a
been
sweetheart.
Yeah, there's only been like one in town, which it's like it's fine. Like, whatever, but like I really thought your shop was dope, and I mean like it was a really cool shop, and it's like one of my favorite places for cupcakes.
I know.
But, like, whatever, like now I'm like, well, if they're gonna go to like those means to like block me without even knowing who I am or like having a conversation with me, like if I place an order, like what are you gonna do? Like I don't trust you now.
Yeah. 12 cupcakes for Megan Crawford. Are they all gonna get spit in? Like,
I don't know.
What the frick? Like, I don't know. I understand, like, not wanting to talk to someone or be friends with someone because of a difference of beliefs, but,
I guess, like, the thing with, like, we'll just talk about this. Like, I can't understand, like, why people would block and delete you just because you do, like, you confront it on your social medias and people just don't want to be, like, a part of that. But, like, I've never done that.
No.
And I'm very, like, let's have a conversation about it. But then again, too, like, that is intimidating for people because, I mean, as much as they want to, like, you know, talk about it in their groups or whatever, when you actually have a conversation, they have to fucking face you. And
yeah,
people just don't have any... It's just too easy to block people instead of having any kind of confrontation. Not that it was going to be, like, an attackful confrontation, but the thing of it is that, like, I might not spew all my information on my Instagram, but I fucking look into things. Mm-hmm. And so, like, a lot of these things, like, I bet you I could challenge you fucking hard on your views if given the chance.
Like, these people think...
And I'm open to different views, too.
Yeah, me too. Like, as much as I firmly believe mine, like, you can still have yours. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not going to hate you for your opinion. That's, like, the freedom of being in Canada is we're supposed to be able to have the freedom of having our own opinions and our own views on things without being bullied for it.
Without being persecuted and talked shit about and, you know, like, all this garbage. Like, it's so high school. Like, I'm just so sick of the high school games. Like, you know, it's weird.
And, like, the thing of it is, like, it always comes back. And, like, that's another thing, too. Like,
yeah.
I just don't get, why do people lie and, like, and do all this, like, stupid shit? Because it always comes out eventually. Like, it will always catch up to you, especially if you're doing, like, bad, like, karma. It will catch up to you. Like, that is, like, it's not healthy for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, you're inviting, like, the more evil you put out into the world, the more evil's gonna come back. So you're literally inviting people to...
And, like, and hello, like, as much evil, like, you're bringing that back into you, like, we'll just fucking talk about it.
Well, and exactly, and so, like, was it worth it? Was it worth talking all that shit and, like, doing all this when now you're being talked about on a podcast? Like, you know what I mean? And people will be mad about it if they want to be mad about it, but we're just being real fucking people.
And I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna say, because, you know, you blocked me personally, and I've never met you before. You have Amanda blocked, but you don't have our podcast page blocked. So, hi, Katie. How are you? This one's for you.
Yeah, what's up, Katie? And the thing about Katie is that...
I know I always say, like, I don't really call people out, but, like, honestly, like, Katie, that's your first name. You're going to know if it's you or not. Not everybody else is going to know, but anybody that knows you and how you've been fucking running your mouth is going to know it's you. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah. Like, yeah, people know. Like, I've been told by multiple people. Like, it's happened now. And, like, so many times where it's like... Why do you keep doing... Like, it's like... And this is the sad part, okay? It's like, do you want to just be my friend? Because we were friends, right? Like, you know, I was just doing it, like, before I started being political and, like, part of society on my Instagram, me and this Katie chick were friends. Like, she loved the cosplays I do, and we used to kind of party together through mutual friends. And then, you know, as I kind of did a 180 in my views, like, I literally overnight flipped from complete liberal to, oh my gosh, the world's ending, I'm a conservative. Like, I went from fuck Trump to Trump's gonna save the world, essentially. And, like, I don't necessarily love Donald Trump anymore, but my views changed. And as my views changed, she got increasingly aggressive. And every time I would post anything about the information I was finding online, she would just be like, oh my God, Amanda, you're too pretty to be this dumb. Like, oh my God, you're so stupid. Oh my gosh, how can you believe this? This is so, like, I literally sent her government documents from canada.gc.ca, and she was like, my brother works for the government or something, and if that was true, I would know about it.
No.
And it was like,
it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, people in the government don't even know what's going on in the government. Like, come on. Like, that is not... And so after that conversation, I stopped replying to her. I just totally ignored her.
Like, unless even the members of parliament.
Yeah.
But, like, so you work for the government. Okay, are you a conservation officer? Do you work for Canada Post?
Yeah.
Do you work for Service Canada, calling people and heckling people? Like, you know, like, there's so many government jobs. Yeah. Is he an RCMP officer? Like,
it's like she just wanted to be right. And she's wanted me to be wrong no matter what.
But that's the thing. Like, why can't we just, like, okay, these are your views. These are my views. Let's talk about it in an amicable way. Because, like, I've had lots of conversation. That's the thing. Like, I have love for people on both sides of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I learn a little bit from here. And, you know, sometimes with what their information that they have, if their views are strong this way, I've been able to, like, take some of that information and, like, you know, make it make sense with my information too, and, like, just be like, oh, interesting, you know, like,
yeah, it kind of puts puzzle pieces together. Absolutely.
Sometimes, yeah. And it's just, that's how people, like, learn, you know. But, like, if you don't have an open mind and aren't receptive, and then just resorts to name calling, like, that's just immature and really little of you. Like, so I don't really understand, like, how people like that can, like, scream about, you know, this being a white supremacist movement when that's how you treat people.
Yeah. You, like, act like a Nazi and you call people Nazis. Like, what the fuck? Where's the logic? And so, yeah, so her and I ended our, like, I just stopped talking to her, and then, or I might have kept sending her information. Either way, she did end up blocking me. And then, like, 2 months later, this chick is arguing with me about, you know, I posted something about, you know, vaccines, and she was like, can't believe this dumbass actually believes this, and, like, shared what I posted and said, I can't believe this idiot believes this. And then in the comments, there was Katie with screenshots of my Instagram, like, yeah, she's so stupid, look at this, yeah, and, like, just all these fucking, like, stalker photos of me, like, look what she did here, look what she did here, she's so ugly, her teeth are fucked, she's this, she's that, she's crazy. Like, bro,
yeah,
are you okay?
Honey, like, yeah, like,
I could say some, like, I do not believe in being mean and using physical attacks on people, but, you know, we could be saying some shit right now that we ain't saying because we have respect for people. So, whatever. But maybe it's because she's really, really high risk for COVID. Maybe that's why she takes it so seriously.
Just go listen to our podcast about, like, loving yourself enough to take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, you know, a lot of your issues would probably...
Yeah, it's hard to be a strong, confident woman when you don't feel or look like a strong, confident woman, I suppose.
Yeah, so you resort to just, like, going to these groups and feeding your ego that way.
Yeah, and, like, talking shit about people that...
Yeah, it's just, like, such a, like, double-edged sword, though. Like, some of these people, you know, like, screaming about these things and, like, pointing the finger, and it's just like,
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you think I'm killing people. I think you're killing yourself. So...
Well, it's even... Yeah, it's just, like... The thing of it is, too, like... People got so angry about this, and it's all unfolding. Like...
Mm-hmm.
It's not as efficient as they said. Like, they first initially came out and said that it will, you know... Like, it's documented, these people that were pushing the vaccine saying... there's no you won't transmit it to other people, blah blah blah, and then you'll transmit it, but it's less, and then the efficiency just went from like 90% to like down to like 30%. Like, nah, fam, I'm good.
Yeah,
I will take my natural immune system.
Right? Like, what the fuck does anybody need an injection for if everybody can spread it, get sick? And also, I now know someone who is vaccinated who got super sick.
Well, lots of people are getting super sick that are double.
But a lot of people, well, at least
they didn't go in the hospital. But would they have, like, we don't know, because
at least my illness wasn't that bad because I'm double vaccinated. And it's like, okay, like, my illness wasn't that bad either. Like, yeah, I had a sore back and I was really tired, but like, you know, I could breathe. I didn't end up in the hospital.
Yeah, like, so, I honestly think that, like, if I wouldn't have been going through the amount of stress at the time that I got sick, I wouldn't have not gotten nearly as sick as I did.
Yeah.
But I was going through some, like, shit in my personal life. Which, like, speaking of, like, people, like, talking smack or whatever, so that's, like, another thing that was interesting to me. So, I'm a very, like, open person. I'm an open book. I just say what's on my mind. Whatever, right? So... When I was dating my sociopathic ex, he was training somebody at the gym, and he was like, do you know so-and-so? And I was like, no. Like, I think I know who she is, but I don't know her. And he's like, oh, well, she's talking shit about you, and, like, talking shit about your, like, past relationships and this and that, and, like, making it seem like you're this terrible person. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because I've never met her before, so I will reach out to her and, like, clear the air there, because, like, that's bullshit. I'm a very firm believer that, like, if you're gonna run your mouth about somebody and you don't actually personally know them, shut the fuck up.
Or be ready for a fucking conversation.
Yeah, you're taking secondhand information and spewing it all over the place. Like, we need to stop that. So anyways, and he begged me, you know, not to confront her and wait until she was, you know, he was done training her and whatever, I let it go. So I talked to this girl's best friend and kind of brought it up and was like, hey, like, do you know anything about this? Like, I'm just kind of curious because, you know, like, my ex had lied about absolutely everything. And she's like, oh, no, she would never. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, yeah, like, I mean, now, like, it's whatever now. But I was just curious if you knew anything about that or, like, why, like, that would have been said. And so then this said girl came into the place that I work, and so I just said, like, oh, did so-and-so, like, tell you about, like, what had happened? And she's like, I don't even know you. And she kind of almost got, like, defensive right away. And I was like, yeah, I know you don't know me. And she's like, well, I think I might have met you once, but you're, like, talking on the phone or something about wildlife or something. I'm like, okay, well, that very well could have been me. And so then I said, yeah, like, I just, you know, wanted to, and then she just kind of, like, got really weird, shifty, and, like, yeeted out of there. And so then I was like, that was weird. Like, I felt like that was weird. So then I messaged her on Facebook just to say, like, hey, like, I only brought that up to, like, clear the air, but obviously, like, you don't know me, and apparently it was all made up, so, like, I don't really know what the motive would have been there. Just trying to, like, clear the air, and I said, anyways, I just wanted to, like, what did I say? I'm just going to read what I said. How about that?
And, yeah.
Because I thought it was, like, you know, pretty, like, neutral. I said, I felt as though that was awkward. I guess I just wanted to clear the air because at the time I was pissed when Sociopath told me you were talking negatively about me and I was going to reach out to you, but he begged me not to. But it sounds like it was all totally made up on his end and you didn't even know who I was, LOL. Not sure why he even make that up or what his motive was, but anyways, it was nice meeting you and I hope you have a great weekend. You know?
That's a very
And she didn't even, like, reply. And I'm like, so now I'm like...
right? I I feel the same way.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being like, yeah, I said that.
Right.
You know what? Yeah, and I probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
Me too. Yeah. Like, exactly. Like, we are so
need to,
capable of owning our mistakes, and I just wish more people were like,
yeah, so-and-so, he influenced me and made you sound like it could have, you know, like, he could have been like, yeah, like, and he was like, you know, pretending that he was single anyways, like, he was running around having how many other relationships on the side, but, like, you know, like, so he could have been spewing something, and then she could have been like, oh, yeah, I've heard that she dated so-and-so, like, yeah, she probably is a piece of shit, you know what I mean, like, it could have been something totally, like,
you know, I almost, like, yeah,
I almost think I'm like, was he trying to fuck her? Now knowing like what he was like, and like, is she like weird because she has a boyfriend? I don't know. Like, these are the things that go through my head, and like, this is why, like, I don't know, just because of like everything that he was doing.
And you like to make sense of things. Like, you don't like to leave things unanswered. And so, just, like, that's something that's very obvious about you. Like, you'll just message someone and be like, is this true? And, like, I love that. And, like, I don't know.
I'm an answers person.
Yeah. And like, so when things don't make sense, it's like, I want to make sense of it. But then because people are dishonest or shifty.
I think it's hard too for me. Like, I'll just, like, I think the reason also why I'm like that is because I am very intuitive. So I get these feelings and I feel so strongly convicted in them. But like, I always like doubt myself. And so then I'm like, well,
you want to confirm
is this? And then I need to like confirm it. And like every time I do, it's usually right. Like it's usually like, there it is. And that's like, you know, that's how I found out like my ex hired fucking prostitutes, you know, like all these things. I just had like this like feeling where I'm just like, oh, what is this feeling? Like something happened and I need to know what it was.
Yeah.
And it was even like, you know, when dipshit freaking disappeared on me that one night. Like, I was like, something happened. But
should have fucking followed. See, and that's like, that should be like the message of this whole episode. Is like, trust your intuition, because your intuition fucking knows. Like, it knows. It knows.
Yeah.
So
with that, get your yup in ya. Yeah. Have a fantastic day tomorrow.
Me mama,
ooh, yup. Me mama, give me yup. Me mama in the morning.